Oh, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning. What a beautiful day it is. You know why? The Acolyte. It just dropped for months and months and months. I have been telling my wife there's no way. There is no way this show is ever going to come out. There's too much working against it. And as almost like manna from above. But without any further ado, here is my 100% unbiased review of The Acolyte Episode 1. But we all know in our heart of hearts, we're in for a massive pile of crap. Let's get into it. 100 years before the rise of the Empire, it is a time of peace. The Jedi Order and the Galactic Republic have prospered for centuries without war. But in the dark corners of the galaxy, a powerful few learn to use the Force in secret. At this time, though, I know it's based on the High Republic, which every Star Wars fan in the world doesn't know exactly what that means, but were people practicing the Force in seclusion or something like that? One of them, a lone assassin, risks discovery to seek revenge. Honestly, this looks like AI generated. It just looks like, hey, write me an opening for Star Wars and then just say, perfect, print it. You know, I really wonder, was there a conversation about the hair? Because I remember with the actress Moses Ingram that played Reva, there have been many reports and many articles written about her fighting for the hairstyle because she wants all these little girls out there to identify with her and have hair like her, wear Halloween costumes and say, hey, I'm Reva. So I do wonder with the hair here, is there a bigger story going on?
Where's your Jedi?
God, what is this dollar store looking crap here? And also, wait a second. They're doing this stuff in seclusion, yet they just, obviously say, hey, random person, I'll tell you where our Jedi is. Isn't this supposed to be an important thing? Are the Jedis not supposed to be, protecting these towns or something like that? They're just like, oh yeah, 2 coins? Yeah, that way. That way, Gestapo, she's in the attic. First compliment so far. You know what? The scenery does not look that bad. I thought they'd cheap out on it. Doesn't look so bad so far.
Master Indara.
There are reports that Carrie-Anne Moss's character is very physically strong. That was the headline of the article. So just wanted to throw that out there really quickly.
We have unfinished business.
Okay, you know what? I do try to go into these things trying to be as unbiased as humanly possible. I know I joke around about this stuff a lot, though. I went into the show trying to give it a good, realistic watch-through. This looks really dumb so far, though. And also, if I'm not mistaken, can't Jedis kind of sense when things are happening? Isn't that like one of the things of the Force? Wasn't Obi-Wan Kenobi able to sense that, No, Yoda was able to sense that Darth Maul has come back? The Force is pretty powerful. So, if Yoda could sense Maul coming back from, really, really far away, you're telling me Carrie-Anne Moss couldn't sense this danger coming in from, I don't know, down the street? One of my biggest pet peeves in writing is when something like this happens, where you're gonna make everyone laugh at this character. Like I said, we saw that scene. Hey, I'm here to unfinish business. It looked stupid, it sounded stupid, and she did the stupid pose. And then you have the group laughing. So obviously she's gonna do something cool right now, but that's never a good sign for me. It just looks like you're using comedy to compensate here.
Attack me, Jedi.
Why don't you just attack her? What is this, like Spectre, where Dave Bautista's character is like, hey, I'm gonna assassinate 007, so let me come up behind him and not shoot him and just kick his table? Just go attack her. What's the problem here? Excuse me, dude, stop rising dramatically. Step in there. What's going on here? Okay, crap already. I already hate Carrie-Anne Moss's character. I already forgot her name. Remember in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, though? Out of all the shows to possibly cite to make an example here, in that show, they were trying to lure Obi-Wan out by hurting and executing a lot of people. And it was really mentally affecting him because, okay, what do I do here? Do I out myself? Do I potentially die and then Luke is left defenseless? So now we have Jedi sitting there while all these bar patrons are getting beat up. And she's just kind of cool with it. What the hell is this, though? Get your blaster out. This is not like the scene in Gladiator where, oh yes, frost makes the blade stick or something like that, though. You can't get your blaster out of your holster. Okay. This is what I've always questioned about the Star Wars universe. If you're a Force user, you're essentially the powers of a god. You can't be stopped. You could destroy everything without remotely throwing a punch. So now all of a sudden she's using this Force, so right now she's gonna just defeat her, obviously, right? It's over. How the hell did you let her get through? You were just stopping her with the Force.
Who trained you?
Clearly no one, because I'm kind of terrible at this job. Is this a Force user, this woman right here, though? Because she kicked the table. Jedis aren't physically strong at all, though. They're using the Force, so does she use the Force to push it into her foot and then kick the table? I don't mean to keep nitpicking stuff like this, though, but these are really, really big issues with the Star Wars universe. Are they trying to rewrite a lot of the lore and how the Force works in general? Are you gonna do something useful for once? Why are you making I'm assuming this is the main character. Why are you making her so useless in the beginning of your show? Flips, kicks, spins. You have the Force. Just use that. You know what would have been a cool idea? Maybe have a couple of other bad people in this scene along with our main villain. So we would kind of have an excuse of why Carrie-Anne Moss ain't one-shotting her the entire time. Like, she's just honestly just playing with her food at this point. Another little nitpick here, though. Here's kind of how I would have done this. You have your main villain, a Force user, and she's using knives and trying to stab Carrie-Anne Moss. Here's might have been a really cool idea, though. Maybe she has like a bunch of knives and just kind of tosses them all out at once, though, and then uses the Force to just try to, kill Carrie-Anne Moss with it. Just try to stab her with a bunch of different knives at once, though, so then we can see different agilities being used and see how the creativity of the Force users are in front of us. But no. Let's just keep trying to stab her with a regular knife. Show's over, guys. I guess that's Acolyte Episode 1, because this is the main bad guy, and she's dead right now, right? You couldn't tell? You have the Force. You should know everything that's going on right now.
I'm here to kill you.
That was obvious. And why is everyone whispering? What? It's like, yeah, that should have been your opening move. You didn't have to use the lightsaber to deflect those knives. You could have just honestly used the Force.
A Jedi doesn't pull her weapon unless prepared to kill.
I'm about to. Don't mind me, just, emptying the dishwasher. Why did that happen? Why did we have that weird long pause? Shouldn't she have taken advantage of the fact that Carrie-Anne Moss looked over at the bartender and then maybe she threw a bunch of knives and one of them might have cut her and then she could escape through the window? The pacing on this show is really, really off already. Wow, okay. Thank you for listening to me on that one. Come on, you couldn't even fall cool. You fell in superhero pose. I do wonder if she went to the Rey Skywalker School of Force Healing, because this shouldn't be a problem then. I don't think she's dead, because I'm assuming she's one of the main characters in this show, and I don't really recall seeing her that much in the trailers, so is it possible she's dead right now? Take the lightsaber, one of the most powerful weapons in the galaxy. Oh no, it's gonna show that, oh, I'm a villain, but I'm not a monster, I guess. it's okay. You know, it's not as bad as I expected it to be, but again, only 7 minutes in episode 1, but so far it's okay. Is she the main character? I'm confused here. I thought better people were the main characters.
Oh, inside voices, Pip.
So our badass main villain, which I guess somehow is the hero of this story, based on that we're seeing things through her point of view at this point, she just has a comedic heart of gold too?
It's none of your business, Philip. No rest for the wicked.
You know, I really hope this is a flashback or something. I don't know if I missed something where it said like 1 year ago or many moons ago or something like that though, but I really hope this is not the scene that happened right after she stabbed Carrie Ann Moss.
Shield generator repairs.
Trade feds never use the shields.
Maybe. That's why they need it repaired.
Did she say the Trade Federation never raises the shields and then he said that's why they need them repaired?
Disposable. Our cargo is not.
You know, we can hear you.
You know, I can't tell if this is CGI or practical effects because their lips really aren't syncing up properly, so I kind of like the way it looks, but I can't really tell if it's CGI or practical effects at this point. Guys, can we realistically have our main character be this villain? Again, I don't know if this is a flashback or a flash forward or whatever though, but she just took out everyone in that bar, so she's evil, yet I don't know. Is this the story of how she becomes evil in a way?
I got it.
Is this an emergency? I can't tell. Is this a problem?
I got it, Pip.
I got it, Pip, though. And what was Pip gonna do? Is he gonna do it on his own? What exactly is Pip? A Palm Pilot?
Jedi?
Friends of yours?
Wow, the Viceroys always have problems with Jedis, it seems. He said friend of yours. Does he know that she has Force powers? Aren't they doing the Force in secret at this point? You know, Hollywood really did bank on the Killmonger hair becoming a main staple of the black community. It has not caught on at all. Only places that actually caught on is video games and movies. No one in the real world has that hairstyle.
My name is Jord Fandar, Knight of the Jedi, Odin.
Did you guys see what this guy said the other day that Anakin blew up the Death Star? And it's like he said that and no one else said anything around him? Like, wouldn't you think someone would correct him and he would go, "Oh, sorry, my mistake"?
Looking for a former Jedi by the name of Osha Anaseya. She's a Mechnik.
Is Mechnik a word that I should not be saying due to the community standards?
That only droids may perform outer ship repair.
What? Why? No. What does that mean, though? Like, this is like OSHA or something like that? The Jedis are not OSHA.
Sublevel, bunk 23.
Sub-level? No, she's outside the ship right now. What do you mean, sub-level? Who the hell gets off a couch like that? You guys filmed that and said, you know what? Print it. Perfect. This is how a human being stands up off a bed.
Really passed your trials.
I made Knight.
I hate everything about the character designs, the way this dude is acting, his oddly frog anthropomorphic face, his Killmonger hair, the way he speaks. There's nothing about this dude I like, and the real life actor, I don't think I like him very much either. You have created a bunch of unlikable human beings and are expecting me to tune in each and every week to watch them.
I never thought that I would see you again.
Buddy, you're celibate now. Stop looking at her like that. Do the Viceroys know that she has the Force? I feel like that's kind of a big deal, and if this Jedi leaves, this is kind of going to be a problem, right? Wouldn't they be calling bounty hunters? Like, hey, I have a Jedi here? I'm sorry. What was that? Does he know that she's an assassin or something like that? He does not trust her? From this earlier conversation, I thought these two were boning.
How long have you been a Mechnik?
Since I left the Order, so 6 years.
This kind of reminds me of, like, Mass Effect dialogue options. I'm not saying it's boring, though. It's just, obviously in a video game standpoint, you get to choose, so you can have like, I'll answer correctly, or I'll do the sarcastic answer, or not answer at all. But in live action, it doesn't really work at all.
Look, I was trained to be a Jedi. When that didn't pan out, those skills aren't
It didn't pan out. How do you not pan out as a Jedi? What exactly happens to you when you fail out of the Jedi Order? Most of these people that are Jedis are orphans, brought up at a young age to try to wield the Force and stuff like that. It's like, if you fail, then what do? Like, they just kick you out? Go figure it out on your own? We're gonna send a highly trained weapon out into the world without remotely keeping tabs on her?
When I was 8, Lord knows all of this.
When you were 8, isn't that kind of old though? Like, Anakin was around that age too, though, and they were like, oh, he's too old for this. So was she around that age too?
Major concern about admitting you to the Order was your age.
And the fact that you were more.
Hey, I was right about that.
Attachments to those we have lost are the most difficult to let go.
Attachments to those who we have lost are the most difficult to let go. I guess?
So why are you here?
Last night, a Jedi was murdered on Ueda.
Oh, so this did come right after. These two scenes, the opening and now, are in chronological order. Kind of a weird jump in personality, right? From, oh, I'm gonna murder you, to, good morning, Pip, use your inside voice. I'm at work.
The suspect matched your description.
Yeah, it was the hair that gave it away.
You think that I killed her?
Where were you last night?
Are we to believe that she actually didn't kill her at all? That maybe that... I don't even know. It's like, maybe she was in the mind of someone else? I'm trying to justify this in a way, but come on. Is this what we're going with?
The Jedi was the hardest thing that I've ever done, but it was my decision.
I just don't really believe that they would let you go so easily. I'm trying to think, what would they actually do if they said no, but I don't know that they would let someone just go out into the wild as an untrained Force user. Because, they might become an assassin for the bad guys.
You think I'm capable of betraying the Order?
Yes, 100% I do. We just watched it with our own eyes. Am I missing something?
That's her! She killed the Jedi and ruined my bar.
One of these things is worse than the other, buddy. And ruined your bar. Not really. She knocked over a table and punched a few people. I'm sorry. Are we led to believe that she did not actually do the opening scene? That it might have been her twin sister, or like I said, her body being, I don't know, mind controlled by someone else? Hold up a second. So, they think she killed Jedi Master Indara, if I'm saying the name correctly. And it's like, oh, okay, go with robot. And us two trained, force-wielding Jedis that are here to bring you in, we're just gonna hang back, you know how it is, Jedi stuff. That looks terrible. That looks so bad. What the hell did you spend this money on, people?
Remember when you were that small? You were so shy.
But now as an adult, you certainly aren't shy. I'm sorry, I didn't know where I was going with that one.
And Master Indara were friends.
Sad to hear she came to a violent death.
Carrie-Anne Moss is actually dead? I don't believe that for a second, though. There is no way you hired this woman to die in the first 5 minutes of a show that is going to have record low viewership.
We have a suspect in custody. An old Padawan of yours, Osha Anasea.
Oh, yes, the psychopath kid that we kicked out of the Order, then she said she left on her own free will. That one. Maybe we should have kept tabs on her.
I see I have underestimated your attachment to her.
Everyone has attachments with this girl. What's going on here? She was the most popular one out there that everyone knew, yet she left the Jedi Order for some odd reason.
She was a devoted Padawan.
All these people just, hyping her up here. Why did she leave? You don't leave because you're sad and your parents are dead.
The evidence against her is strong.
Yeah, there's videotape of it and an eyewitness. It's over.
There must be some mistake.
Is it me, or would this conversation be better if they were walking together in a hallway? I don't know, it just seems kind of awkward that they're just standing here talking about this. I don't think I've seen a single white male in this entire show so far.
Feelings for this girl. Do I have your support in this endeavor?
What's the problem here? I'm confused. You have an eyewitness and probably video footage of her murdering Master, whatever her name is. And for some reason, you have all these Jedis just gushing about how great she is. Like, you're doing nothing. You literally have to do nothing. It's already handled. Unless she breaks out from that one robot bodyguard, you don't have to worry about anything. Why is a robot pacing around? You don't have to stretch your legs or anything. Can't you just stand there and look at her the entire time? Convict 1 groaning. Oh my god, what's happening to this guy? He's got a face hugger from Alien on him? And he's covered in feathers? Why are there multiple people in this transport ship? Because if she is this, Jedi killer, they went there with the assumptions to arrest her. You're not bringing over other people too, though. You're just going to get her, and that's it, though. You're not making a stop at Denny's and picking up, I don't know, whoever this dude is.
The book.
You got 3 prisoners in this place? You have a whole fleet of... What is this? What? No, come on. You do not go there to apprehend a Jedi murderer and bring, the wild bunch with you.
Parasite used to subdue violent criminals.
Why? You have the Force. Can't you just knock him out with your mind control?
Is it hurting him?
Who cares? You're a murderer. Why? You're not a sympathetic person here.
Does weird stuff to your brain.
Okay, we better get this face hugger doing something else, though, because this if it's not, then this is just filler.
Escape.
Oh my god, a white male. I was wrong. We finally found one. The only white guy in the galaxy.
Escape to where? We're traveling through hyperspace.
The ship's...
What do you mean escape? Shut up. You're a Jedi. Why haven't you, I don't know, taken the bolts off the wall secretly using the Force or something? You're telling me the 2 Jedi just handcuffed you and put you on this ship with no supervision?
Take them out and use the escape pods.
Yeah, let's have this really loud conversation of how we're going to break out, and no one's going to notice.
Everyone's enthusiasm here, but that could kill us.
So you'd rather leave your fate to the Jedi?
Yeah.
I don't believe she killed the Jedi in the opening. I don't believe that was her at all. Because this doesn't make any sense if she did. This character change and how she's acting, this is weird. I'm sorry, why do you need her to help break you guys out here? I was kind of under the impression that, I'm a Force user, so therefore, I have the Force, so that's how I can break us out of here, and you need my help, but you could just wave to the guard, the commandantes, and they'll just all shut down? Who's driving the ship? My wife? Why do you need the Jedi again? You guys kind of got this figured out.
Can you give me a hand?
Bye-bye, Jedi killer!
Why? What is happening here? Why are you not releasing her? Why did you need her help? Let's just say, for example, she said, okay, I will 100% help you. She was not remotely essential to them breaking out of this prison ship. Also, you have the Force. Why are you upset about any of this right now? You could just literally take the hand that is on the ground of the droid and use the Force and put it against the I don't know, the keypad, and you're good. Just do that. It's almost like they have no idea how the Force works and only use it for convenience purposes. Use the Force. Or take off your shirt and throw it at Pip and then reel him in. It's not that complicated. I don't think she murdered the Jedi in the beginning. She is kind of useless right now and does not know how to use the Force. I might be wrong here. There is not that much concentration that goes into using the Force. There is no way. She is this old and has been using the Force this long, yet kind of forgets how to use it. What a happy-go-lucky plot convenience. Oh no, I tried to use the Force and I failed at it, but don't worry, the ship moved and Pip is now in my hands. Come on, guys. You're better than this. You were an assistant to Harvey Weinstein. He has some of the greatest movies of all time out under his belt. You didn't learn a single thing? What? What? The control panel's up here. You didn't do anything with the control panel? You did it underneath it? Oh my god, a second white male. I didn't even realize that. Wow, isn't that kind of weird, though, that the only 2 white men that we've seen so far have both been criminals? Yep, all the white guys in the show are completely selfish and stupid. What does it matter? The ship's fine still. Just go to the control panels. Like, go fly the ship. This isn't that complicated. Like, you're telling me there's no autopilot, no buttons, you can't do anything? Try putting the fire out, do something? You know, I had this debate with my wife, and of course she always tells me I'm wrong, though. I think in an emergency, I could land a plane. I don't think it's that difficult to land a plane. What do you guys think about that one? Can you land a plane successfully, given the opportunity to do it? She's just trying to put a seat, but this isn't like a jetpack or something? Are you kidding me? This is just a seat? I thought this was gonna be like an ejector pod or something, or like you couldn't even try to pretend to do anything with the controls. Oh no, there's a single fire. Screw it. I take my chances with the controls. Wow, that was like the most non-violent crash of all time. Nothing. I wasn't watching anything. What are you asking?
Where do you keep old hollows of your former Padawan?
Why are you just spoon-feeding us the plot? Wait, they all got captured? How did they all get captured so easily?
Our idea.
They're at the Jedi Temple. So, wait a second. Where did these dudes eject to? They were just instantly captured?
It was the Jedi killer! She orchestrated the whole thing!
What happened to the young woman?
I don't know. I ran off the ship screaming, jumped into a pod, and somehow got captured along with the same other people next to me, even though my pod shot off probably in a different direction because the ship was spinning in 1,000 different directions. And then I didn't see what happened to her after I closed the door and left her to her fate. If he says anything close to that, it'll be hysterical.
She helped me, and I betrayed her and took the last escape pod.
You didn't really betray her. You were just kind of freaked out after being sucked into this weird, I don't know, sex prison with this bat-shaped thing.
Dispatch probe droids to survey the wreckage.
Wait, so you know where it landed? And also, why were the Jedi not on this ship protecting this Jedi killer?
It's highly unlikely she survived.
You should know she lived. You have the Force.
I can feel it.
'Cause you have the Force, you know.
Let me take accountability.
What is going on here? We're getting way too much spoon-fed crap here, and also, her personality does not really match the description of how people are treating her. Why are you not attached to the seat? You got ripped out of those straps, landed on the floor, and are fine? Get out of here. At least give her like not a broken foot, just a hurt leg or something. Not even remotely hurt. Is it a dream or something like that? Is she knocked out?
What I would have planned for your first mission.
I don't know, in terms of first missions, this really isn't that big of a deal. It's not like she put up a fight when the other Jedi arrested her, at all. She just said, whoa, I didn't do that, and they said, yes you did, we put you in handcuffs, and that was it.
Yod?
What's wrong with Yod?
Nothing. No, he's... Yod.
You're not gonna have feelings for the weird fish-faced dude, right? Also, Jedis are celibate, if I'm not mistaken, and this girl looks like she's 12.
Master Soul,
What is going on here? Where is the comedy?
Brought Osha and myself. I apologize for my error. I will redeem myself.
Okay. So, the writer said, you know what would be really funny? If he's out there steam cleaning his Jedi robes. That was a question I always had watching Star Wars. How do they keep their robes so clean? Thank you, Leslie. You have answered that. Forget the rest of the show. I'm satisfied.
Yod.
You are 12 years old. Stop looking at him. Also, a little bit weirdly to add to this, though, I was told from the media, which maybe is why this is false, that this show is supposed to be a representation of the, queer this and inclusion that, and yes, as a queer person growing up in a family, and like, I haven't gotten remotely anything like that so far. I'm just surprised of how the media hyped this up, and we haven't gotten anything shoved down our throats in terms of any messages whatsoever. I was right. This was an illusion. She died in the plane crash this entire time. You could tell it's her, though, because she has the exact same haircut.
May?
Hello, sister.
Oh, I got it. It was the twin sister that murdered the other Jedi. I knew it.
Did you kill Indara? Yes.
I was right. And you're telling me for some odd reason the Jedi did not realize this? The all-knowing powerful Jedi? Like, Yoda would have spotted this from like 5 star systems away. Again, wait, shut up. You cannot do a dream sequence where you wake up in the exact same spot. Why couldn't you have it where she wakes up and she's in the chair? Is it fair to say that she dreamt? Obviously she didn't, though, but I'm just saying, like, could she just think, hey, I dreamt that and that was it? Because she was knocked out from a severe, probably concussion after being in a plane crash that obviously I would have landed this thing perfectly, but that's another story. Couldn't she just, write this off as I was dreaming?
How old do you know Osha?
16 years ago.
You knew her 16 years ago and you haven't been keeping up with her? You felt this strong emotion and responsibility towards her failure, which turned into yours, and you haven't been... I don't know, man. This is not the Jedi that I know.
Your sister?
Yes. She had a twin.
Le gasp. I was right. And also, they should have known this.
I didn't know Osha was a twin.
You are poorly equipped to be a Jedi. Right now you're thinking, wait a second, we have an eyewitness. Okay, whoa, let's stop for a second, okay? You're telling me that the sister is this murderous person, yet at the same time did not kill the bartender? I mean, the bartender did visually confirm Osha. Well, obviously the twins. Well, obviously the twin sister, but he was alive to tell the tale. So you can't just murder the Jedi and then be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna murder this guy."
It's not in her file.
What do you mean it wasn't in her file?
Do you think that?
No.
No, you should think that because obviously we're thinking it.
I saw her die.
I saw her die, and now as soon as everyone leaves, he's like, shit! She might have been alive this whole time. I just wasn't looking for her. He's considering it. He's really thinking about, oh, maybe there's a chance she's alive, though. That's weird, though. Why would Osha, a woman that really showed no violent tendencies at all, that everyone said such positive things about her, why would she be go on a murderous rampage and then willingly just give herself over to the authorities with no pushback at all and then not break out with the prisoners or kill any of them? Also, it just dawned on me, how did this guy know that May started the fire? And of course, May wasn't in the Osha's file at all. So, how did he know she started the fire?
There's no way she could have survived this.
You are terrible at your job.
Follow me.
What did he do? Did he use the Force to detect that she was alive and close by? I don't think Leslie Headland knows anything about Star Wars and how the Force works.
Stop! In the name of the Republic and the Jedi Order!
I didn't kill my wife. Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
I didn't do it!
Oh my god. I knew it. They did the fugitive line. I didn't kill my wife. Tommy Lee Jones. I don't care. I gotta... Okay, let's just look at this from her point of view, okay? She knows she didn't do it. Why is she so Resistance. You're the Jedi Order. You have ways of knowing, right? You could just put her under mind control, use the Jedi mind trick on her or something. So there's no real reason why OSHA should be on the run. Right? If anything, she'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I'll turn myself in. I didn't do anything. I can prove it. I wasn't there. You have my records of me working here. Do you have any records of me going off shift? It's very, very easy to prove her innocence. And I'm barely even trying here.
May is alive.
Why are you giving this away in episode 1?
I believe you.
Okay, so we're good then, right? Put that down before you cut your own foot off.
The Jedi live in a dream. Steel or laser are no threat to them.
I'm sorry, there's a Jedi that got killed by Jango Fett that disagrees.
An acolyte kills the dream.
Okay. Kind of a cool line, doesn't really make much sense, but okay though. Alright, so that was The Acolyte, episode 1. I gotta be honest with you guys, grain of salt here. I didn't really hate it. It was okay at best. I would say maybe a solid 6 out of 10. Certainly not something I would recommend to other people, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I really think as I'm watching this, maybe the media overhyped a lot of stuff. Maybe they shilled too much, and then of course we go into these episodes with preconceived notions. So again, I could be 100% wrong though, but I gotta say from the bottom of my heart, I don't know, I could be wrong towards the end of the season, but realistically, truthfully, I didn't really hate it that much. It kind of had a lot to build on. Sure, some plot conveniences were pretty dumb and glaring, but overall, like I said, man, I give it a 6 out of 10. Wasn't the worst thing in the world. Certainly better than Doctor Who. A lot better than Doctor Who, but the worst thing Disney Plus ever produced? No, not even close though. Yeah, so that's my thoughts of it. Let me know what you guys think about it.